So in this video, I'm going to give you my honest opinion of what I think about AIOFM after a year of doing it, almost 10 hours a day with no rest days, okay? So most of the gurus, etc., they are kind of lying to you, okay, because they didn't even do AIOFM themselves, but I did it really, with my models, okay, and I even teach students, and I even have a partnership offer. All of that is in the description, okay? So after a year, I'm going to explain what happened, okay? Everyone talks about AIOFM, but they didn't even really made it. They didn't really invested in it. I invested more than $50,000 in it. I even have my own AI creation software now. Again, it's Modelify. It's in the description. Okay, so trust me, I know what I'm doing, and currently I'm making between 200K to 300K with AI model only on the FanView platform. Okay, so some will say that it's illegal or like it's scam, to have AI model, which is absolutely not. Okay, and no one show you actually what they do. Okay, because most of them they are fake gurus. Okay, this is the point of Discord. There is so many fake gurus. I know when they talk that they are not telling the truth, that they are not really doing the business themselves. Okay, I wanted like real answer to actually do it myself. Okay, and right now it represents almost 50% of the money that I make in my agency. So it's almost 50% real model, 50% AI model. And I think that the more the months go by, the more I will make AI model, because for me it's absolutely the future of all the OFM, of the all of the adult content. Okay, it doesn't mean that the real model aren't going to work in the next few years. It's just that there is a new market and it's way easier to create AI model and market them and sell content. Okay, so after all I did since a year now, is it profitable? Yes, it is profitable. Okay, it really depends on the model. There is model that I manage and I do the marketing themselves. Okay, like myself, I mean, meaning that in the marketing, it cost me around 15 to 20% to do the marketing. Okay, paying the VAs, etc. I have about 10 to 15% for the chatting, okay, and the page management. So that's about 35%, and I'm left with 65 to 70% margin. So yes, it's very good. Since I do not do paid ads for my model, it's organic advertising. So basically, in terms of cost, I have the content creation, which I included in the marketing percentage, okay? And then you have the chatting and page management, and that's basically it, okay? The good thing is you really almost take no risk, okay? And you are, if you don't take risk and you almost invest no money, you can almost only make profit, okay? The question of will it last? Yes, and I think it's going to grow even more over the few months, okay, over the few years. Because when I started last year, it wasn't that big of a trendy niche of a trendy business to do. And now, since there is app like softwares, there is more courses, like free video, like I do on YouTube, more and more people are getting into this trade, okay? Is this legal? Yes, it's kind of like a gray area right now, but there is platform like FanView, and it's totally legal. Okay, you can even enter like in the description of your model that it's an AI and it's fully legal. Okay, and in terms of payment, when you have your model on FanView, you can withdraw in crypto or withdraw directly to your bank account. So all of that is absolutely legal. Okay, by the way, I have a completely free school that is in the description. Okay, it's Modelify Academy, and it will teach you how to make your first $1,000 with your AI model for free, for completely free. Okay, so yeah, go in the description. It's the first link in the description, and I even have a paid school in case you want advanced, okay, information and strategies. But if you're just starting, get in the free school. It's one of the best in the market that is available. Okay, now how did I build my first model in 5 days? Okay, online, most business that you launch, okay, you shouldn't take more than 5 days to actually start with your business. When I say start, I say the business plan, the actual project that you're going to sell, and the actual implementation, okay, of your marketing. You actually getting out there to try to get traffic, get new client, okay. All of this you can do it in less than 5 days with AIOFM, which is what I did. I did that. I created tons of process, etc., and I share that basically in my coaching program, in my courses. Okay, so 5 days to first have your first AI model live. Okay, what does it mean? You create your own model. Okay, then when your first model is created, you start creating content about her, creating social media, posting on social media, creating your account, like your FanView account where you're going to have your model on, where you can chat with your subscriber and sell. And that's basically done. You launch your first AI model from A to Z, and this take you less than 5 days, even if you're a complete beginner. Okay, and this is what I teach in my free school, in my free coaching. Okay, so that you can actually start. There is free tools or very low cost tool. It can cost you like $30 like or $50 to launch your first AI model, okay, with very high quality content. Okay, you do not need a powerful computer. You don't need any of that. You don't need to know how to code. You don't need to do a paid advertising. You almost need nothing. Okay, so what I learned after a year, obviously, right now I make between $200,000 to $300,000. This is the revenue generated on the FanView accounts. So yes, obviously you can make money, and on average, I would say I'm around 70% profit. Obviously, it depends. There is model where I do mostly chatting, model where I do full management. There is model where I work with a partner 50-50. So it really depends. Okay. But the margin are very high, and it's the business with the highest profit margin that I ever saw in my life. And this is the business that where I'm in. Okay, otherwise I wouldn't be in this business. Okay, the biggest lesson is that most people overcomplicate it. Okay, in my life, in my business, I always try to take things simple. Okay, try to do as less as possible, and try to work only on the stuff that actually matters, on the stuff that actually brings client, that generate money. Okay, as I said in the slide before, you do not need 1 month to launch an AI model. You need less than 5 days to have everything in place. Okay, and this I teach it completely for free in my free school. Okay, so if you don't know what to do, you don't know where to start, you go in the free school, you follow the step-by-step plan, and in less than 5 days you will have your first model, and you will be able to make your first few dollars. Okay, then once you have your base, this is where you are going to do automation. Okay, process, hiring employees, delegating, etc. It can seem a bit complicated, or like you don't know, but trust me, if you follow a guide, okay, like I did, and like I do still, I created my own process, and now my employees, they just follow, okay, this process. It's going to be very easy. Okay, now the biggest mistake that I see, okay, because I have students, I do consulting, I do partnership, I do plenty of stuff with people to help them earn money with their model, and this is the stuff that I see and that you should avoid at all costs. Okay, a bad model quality will result in no sales. Okay, there is people, and I did it. I did this exact mistake that you see here with my first model. There is the full case study where I show everything on YouTube. I made like 3 or 4K the first month that I launched her. So, I mean, it was still money, you know, $3,000. It's still money, pure profit. Okay, yeah, maybe 10% to give to the chatter, but like it's like almost 3K pure profit. Okay, but this model was really bad. Okay, because I tried to, I mean, what I did was a pretty good idea, but in fact it was bad. Okay, I tried to make a model that looks completely normal, like a 6 out of 10. Okay, to say, hey, they make beautiful model, I'm going to do an average model, it's going to, change and give me an edge, give me an advantage. And it did, okay? But not as much as I thought, and basically this model worked, and then it started to like stop working, and it was too hard to promote her. And why? It's because the model was bad quality. The content that I made was looking bad. The actual level, let's say, even the looks of a model is subjective, but like overall she was kind of like ugly. And she wasn't really in a specific niche. She wasn't like a obese, she wasn't like a midget, she wasn't like a top model, she wasn't an in between average normal girl, which wasn't working. So you don't want to do like an average normal girls, it's just not going to work, okay? Especially because you're in AI. So with AI, you can do all sorts of models, okay? Another mistake, warm funnel equal no traffic. So the funnel, okay, is how you're going to take someone on the internet somewhere online, and how are you going to end up selling him a content on FunView, okay? So for example, you do content on Instagram. How do you take this guy from Instagram to FunView? You're going to do reels on Instagram. He's going to see your model, maybe comment, maybe click on your profile, go in the link in bio, click the link, okay? He will be brought to FunView, he will subscribe, click the message button, chat with you, like with the model, and then you are going to be able to sell content. This funnel needs to be as simple as possible, okay? And it needs to be well done, okay? Obviously, all of that, it's in the school, okay? One that is not added here is the actual traffic method. If you're a beginner, I wouldn't do any paid advertising because you don't know what you're doing. You don't want to pay for stuff that you don't know how it works, okay? Even me, I did more than 2 years of Facebook advertising, and I don't really do it on my models since it's a risk and you don't want to take risk, okay? So you should do IG, Thread, or X, okay? But don't pick all of them, pick one and be good at it, okay? Especially IG, okay? And don't try to pick weird stuff like Reddit or dating apps, or like, don't do any of those things, okay? So that basically the third one, okay? It's a bonus. Now the last one is the chat. It's the chatting, okay? This is where 90% of your sales, 90% of your revenue will come from, okay? I'm an expert in chatting. I've been doing chatting for almost 4 years now, and I generated like more than 30 million for all my models, okay? Trust me, I know what I'm talking about, okay? I'm even in the Inflow, it's a CRM for OnlyFans. I even have a case study here where I show everything. But basically, chatting is when you answer to your subscriber on the FunView account of your AI model, you chat with them, get to know them, and then you sell them content. Okay, so you sell them content, you send content that are locked, that they cannot see unless they pay. This is how you're going to make your money. But this, you need to learn how to do it, and how to do that like a professional, okay, with process, etc. Because this is where you're going to make all of your money. So even if you have a good model, you have good traffic, you have a good funnel, you have a good account, if you don't have a good chatting, you are not going to be profitable, you're not going to make money, okay? And I have a huge module, okay, even in the free school, so that you can learn about this, how to sell your content, how to make money, okay? So if I was you today, what would I do? I would focus on getting viral visual, basically viral reels, as fast as possible. So don't take too much time choosing your niche, okay, your model, the body type of your model, etc. Just take a like good looking model in a specific niche. This take like 2 hours max to do, okay? Start creating your IG account or thread, whatever that you pick, okay? And start trying to get views and go viral. This should be your basically only focus, okay? Nothing else, not the fan view account, not chatting, nothing except getting traffic on social media organically. Okay? Then you need to have a good funnel once again, otherwise you cannot take your traffic and bring it to your fan view. Okay? You can have a Telegram that you can put in the bio or in story. Okay? Maybe don't put it in the bio, you can just put stories so that when you have views, you can bring your followers, the people that view your reels, etc., and you save them to your Telegram channel. On your Telegram channel, you never post like not safe for content, but the good thing with that, okay, is you save them in case you have your Instagram account that gets banned, for example, you're going to save them. And then you can redirect them to your fan viewer account, to your IG, etc. It's a way to save your customer base. Okay, very important, and you need to do this from the start. Once again, it takes 30 seconds to create a channel and to put a link in your IG story. Okay, and the next thing after that is to learn how to do proper chatting. This is where you're actually going to make your money. So trust me, you want to know how to do this. Once again, it's in the school. I guess you understand it now. Okay. So my result after a year, I have about a bit more than 20 profitable AI models. Obviously, in order to have 20 profitable models, I launched almost 100 models. Okay, we tried many models that didn't work out. Okay, or models that worked out a bit, but that wasn't really profitable, wasn't really making money, costing too much time. We analyzed that and stopped every single model that weren't doing good money. Right now, I'm making consistent to 200K to 300K. So this is $300,000 revenue generated on this account, okay, per month. So this is working pretty well, and all of the systems are automated, okay. When we launch model in the Modelify, which is my company for AI, my agency, we launch model, we could launch 1-2 model daily with massive aggressive marketing, okay. And right now I'm more focused on actually creating new process, new system, accelerating stuff, delegating more, etc., etc. But you, when you're just starting, you need to follow what I said previously in this video. You need to go for the simple stuff and try to launch your first model as fast as possible. Okay, so in conclusion, AIOFM is a real opportunity. Okay, it's not bullshit, it's a real good opportunity. Okay, you need to do it the smart way and you need to do it fast. Okay, with a method, you just follow the method like a robot. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel, you just follow a process, you copy the strategy, you apply it as fast as possible. This way, you can make money fast and you can learn fast. And since you invest almost nothing, you are going to get better at it and you increase your chance of success and to earn money very fast. Okay. And this is for the free training. Once again, I have a school in the description. It will be the first link or the second link so that you can get trained basically for free. So I hope you like this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and join the school community.